If you depend on Social Security, March 7 is not just another day on the calendar. It could be a turning point for your budget, your routine, and the financial security of your household. Think about the bills that arrive each month: rent or mortgage, groceries, medicine, utilities. For millions of Americans, Social Security isn't extra money. It's the foundation. It's the difference between peace of mind and sleepless nights. And now, new changes are scheduled to take effect starting March 7th, and they could impact how you receive your benefits, how fast you get them, and what you need to do to stay on track. Imagine waking up expecting your usual deposit, only to discover something has shifted. Maybe it's a new requirement. Maybe it's a change in timing. Maybe it's a small adjustment that turns into a big surprise if you're not prepared. That's why this update matters. Because when Social Security rules change, they don't just affect paperwork. They affect real people: retirees, disabled workers, surviving spouses, and families across the country. The goal of these changes is to modernize the system, reduce fraud, and make payments more efficient. But for many people, any change to Social Security can feel unsettling. You've worked hard your entire life. You paid into the system. You rely on that monthly payment. So, when something shifts, even slightly, it can feel personal. In this video, we're breaking down exactly what's happening starting March 7, what it means for you, and what steps you should take right now. Some changes may be small. Others could be more important than they first appear. And if you don't know about them, you could end up confused or delayed when you least expect it. So stay with us, because what you're about to hear could protect your wallet, your benefits, and your peace of mind. Why these changes are happening. Now, many viewers are asking the same question: why now? Why are Social Security changes taking effect in early March, and what's behind the timing? The answer comes down to a mix of policy updates, administrative adjustments, and long-planned system improvements. Every year, the Social Security system goes through internal updates. Some are small and barely noticeable. Others are more significant. These updates are designed to keep the system running smoothly for over 70 million Americans who depend on it every month. That's not a small number. It's almost 1 in 5 people in the entire country. Starting March 7th, several administrative and procedural updates are expected to roll out. These changes are part of a broader effort to modernize Social Security services, reduce outdated processes, and improve how benefits are delivered. The system has been under pressure for years, dealing with staffing shortages, increased demand, and rising costs. Officials say these updates are meant to make things more efficient, not more complicated. But here's the reality. Even a small procedural change can feel big if you're the one depending on that check. For someone living on a fixed income, a delayed payment or unexpected requirement can create stress overnight. That's why it's so important to understand what's changing before it affects you directly. The March 7 timeline isn't random. It aligns with internal processing cycles, payment schedules, and administrative updates that typically happen in early spring. By rolling out changes at this time, officials hope to minimize disruptions. But that doesn't mean everyone will experience the transition the same way. Some people may notice nothing at all. Others may need to verify information, update their accounts, or adjust to new procedures. And that's where awareness becomes your strongest tool. Because when you know what's coming, you stay in control. And when it comes to Social Security, control over your finances means peace of mind for you and your family. Payment timing and what could shift. One of the biggest concerns surrounding any Social Security update is payment timing. After all, your benefits are scheduled down to the day, and many people plan their entire monthly budget around that deposit. So what could change starting March 7? For most beneficiaries, the core payment schedule remains tied to birth dates and benefit categories. That means if you normally receive your payment on a specific Wednesday each month, that structure isn't expected to disappear. However, administrative changes can affect processing times, account verification, and how quickly funds are released. In some cases, updates to internal systems or account security procedures could slightly alter processing timelines. This doesn't necessarily mean your payment will be late, but it does mean the system may handle certain transactions differently than before. For example, if your account information needs verification, it could take longer for a payment to clear. Think about it this way. Social Security is like a massive pipeline moving money to tens of millions of people every month. When changes are made to the pipeline, even small adjustments can create temporary slowdowns in certain areas. The key message here is preparation. Make sure your direct deposit information is correct. Check your bank account details. Review any recent notices from Social Security. These simple steps can prevent headaches later. Many experts recommend keeping a small buffer in your account whenever possible. Even a few extra days' worth of expenses can make a big difference if a payment processes differently than expected. The bottom line is this: most people will likely see their payments arrive as usual, but understanding how timing could shift, even slightly, helps you stay ahead of any surprises, identity verification, and account security updates. One of the most important changes tied to the March 7 rollout involves identity verification and account security. This is part of a broader push to reduce fraud and protect beneficiaries from scams, which have become increasingly common in recent years. Social Security fraud isn't just a statistic, it's a real threat. Scammers target seniors and disabled beneficiaries every day, pretending to be officials, sending fake emails, or calling with urgent warnings. Many victims don't realize they've been targeted until their benefits are already at risk. To combat this, new verification measures may be introduced or expanded. This could include stronger identity checks when you log into your account, update personal information, or request certain changes. In some cases, beneficiaries may be asked to confirm details or provide additional documentation. At first, this might sound like an inconvenience, but the goal is to protect your benefits. Think of it like adding a stronger lock to your front door. It may take a second longer to open, but it keeps your home safer. If you receive any official notice requesting verification, it's important to follow the instructions carefully. And just as important, never respond to suspicious calls or messages claiming to be from Social Security. The agency rarely contacts people unexpectedly and never demands payment over the phone. By staying alert and following official instructions, you can avoid scams and keep your benefits secure. Online account changes. You shouldn't ignore, starting March 7th, some beneficiaries may notice updates to their online Social Security accounts. These changes are designed to make the system easier to use, more secure, and more efficient. But if you haven't logged into your account in a while, this is the moment to check. Your online account is your direct connection to your benefits. It shows your payment history, personal information, and important notices. If something changes, that account is often the first place it appears. Some users may be asked to update passwords, confirm contact details, or set up additional security steps. These updates are part of a larger effort to protect accounts from unauthorized access. If you don't already have an online account, officials strongly encourage setting one up. It gives you more control and allows you to monitor your benefits without waiting for mail or making long phone calls. Taking just a few minutes to review your account could prevent bigger problems later. Because when changes happen, the people who stay informed are the ones who avoid surprises. Direct deposit rules and what to check. Direct deposit remains the primary way most Americans receive Social Security payments. But with new administrative updates, it's more important than ever to make sure your banking information is accurate. Starting March 7th, some procedural changes may affect how new direct deposit requests are processed. This could include additional verification steps or slightly longer processing times for account changes. If you've recently switched banks, closed an account, or updated your information, now is the time to double-check everything. A simple mistake, like one wrong digit in an account number, can delay a payment. The safest approach is to log into your Social Security account and review your direct deposit details. Make sure the routing number and account number match your current bank information. This small step can protect your monthly income and keep your payments flowing without interruption. Cost of living adjustments and what they mean for you. Many viewers are also wondering how recent cost of living adjustments fit into these changes. While the March 7 updates are mostly administrative, they come at a time when many beneficiaries are still adjusting to recent increases in their monthly checks. Cost of living adjustments, or COLAs, are designed to help benefits keep up with inflation. But even when checks go up, everyday expenses often rise just as fast. That's why even small administrative changes can feel bigger than they sound. The key thing to understand is that the March 7 changes are not primarily about increasing or decreasing benefit amounts. They're about how the system operates. Still, the timing matters because any adjustment in procedures can affect how smoothly those benefits reach you. Who could feel the biggest impact? Not every beneficiary will experience these changes the same way. Some people may notice no difference at all. Others could see small shifts in how they interact with the system. Those most likely to feel an impact include new applicants, people making account changes, and beneficiaries who rely on manual processes instead of online services. If you're updating direct deposit, changing your address, or verifying your identity, you may encounter the new procedures first. That doesn't mean something is wrong. It simply means the system is evolving. What you should do before March 7. If there's one section you pay attention to, make it this one, because preparation is the best protection. Before March 7, take a few simple steps. Log into your Social Security account, confirm your banking information, check your contact details, read any official notices you've received. And if you haven't created an online account yet, consider doing so. These actions take only a few minutes, but they can save you hours of stress later. At the end of the day, Social Security changes are never just about policy. They're about people. They're about the retiree deciding between groceries and prescriptions, the disabled worker trying to keep the lights on, the widow relying on a survivor benefit to stay in her home. March 7th isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to move the system forward. But progress only works when people understand what's happening. So stay alert, stay informed, check your account, protect your benefits. Because your Social Security check isn't just another payment. It's your security, your stability, and your future. And if you want to stay ahead of every update that could affect your wallet, make sure you follow this channel and keep watching. The next change could come sooner than you think, and being informed today could make all the difference tomorrow.